All right. Now this is the first movie that I'm making of 2012, and I should have started before. However, what you're seeing now is the beginning of the renovation of the downstairs. This is the living room, and I have a part of the ceiling, the plaster torn down, two lats. Actually, there was these one by one panels up there attached to some furring strips, which are right here. Some of them, and they were up there. I took down the one by one panelings, and then the furring strips down, pull out the nails, and today I plasticked the entranceway there going up the upstairs, so no junk can get up there. And I have this plastic over to the other side here, going into the kitchen. And I have a fan in the window. It's not running right now, but that really helps to get the dust out. And so far, here's what I have. All the plaster lying on the floor. And there are the lats up there. I just stopped to take a break to get a movie of this, and I've been at this for about an hour or two already. Anyway, it's hard work, very hard work. Okay, first movie of 2012. There we are, going back to there. Alright, this is all the plaster, day 2. All the plaster I have torn down from the ceiling. You can see all the lats up there yet with plaster hanging in there, some dingleberries hanging down. And we have a wonderful sight on the floor. All of the plaster on the floor. To clean that up now. Anyway, next step will be to get all this plaster in one location so I can start ripping down the lats and put them in another location, so I'll have an easier time to load up the truck and take it to the landfill. One thing I was looking at, this house, this plaster work was done back in the 1880s, 1870s, just after the Civil War, not too long after the Civil War anyway. And a thing I found out about the plaster itself that they use, they mix horsehair. I don't know if you can see that. Mixed horsehair into the plaster anyway. It's in there, if you can't see it. It's like a brush, see right here? Some horsehair sticking out. Anyway, that was, they did that to keep the plaster together a little bit, to prevent it from cracking. Yeah, that's weird. Well, there's a lot of horsehair involved in, that's what's keeping the dingleberries hanging down. I knocked off a whole bunch of those, but they're dingleberries hanging all over the place. Okay, I'm going to take a little break here. Then the next step will be the next step, I'm going to move this here plaster crap to a location. Alrighty, there you are. Alright, I guess it's movie time. There's my ladder. And here's what I'm doing. I'm removing all the lats now from up above. As you can see, I'm about halfway done. This in there. I got a whole lot of them on the truck there. The truck is kind of bright out there. See, all the the plaster from yesterday and the lats that I took off today. They're on the truck. I'm doing them pile by pile. Get a big pile of lats, throw them on a truck. Then I won't have so many nails to maneuver around. And then again, all the plaster falling from the lats that was stuck between the lats falling down again, so I have more plaster to clean up. But anyway, on the way here, and hopefully today I'll get to the dump before they close. I'm not sure when they close, when they're open, but my next thing is right now to take that pile of lats and throw them on the waiting truck out there. Window's too bright. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I got some lats sticking over there because I have to cut them specially away or do something. Anyway, it's a fun process. Okay, there we are. Alright, this is the movie. This is the part where everything's all cleaned up. I have all the lats and the plaster ripped down from the joists for the upstairs. And all I have to do, I'm going to vacuum in between the joists and get that all cleaned up. And then after that, I don't know if I'm going to insulate or not. I think I like the idea of having some heat flow up to the upstairs, like in the winter months. I'll have to think about this. But then I'm going to drywall and then do all the drywall stuff. All the stuff is off the floor. The floor is as clean as I can get it, and I even scrub it. I couldn't stand all that dusty dirt. Well, anyway, here we are. Okay. Ta-da. Alright, I haven't made a progress video here for a couple days. But anyway, as you can see, I've got a few pieces of drywall hung up on a ceiling. Incidentally, I've been hanging those up all by myself for full 4x8 sheets of drywall up there all by myself, no extra help, but I have a video on that, on how I did it. And today I have to hang the rest of the drywall, try to, but right now I have to in between that corner right there, I have nothing to hang the drywall to, and on the end. So I have to build some kind of a little system out there to attach the drywall to right on the end. And there's a piece over there too in that corner. I have to do the same. Okay, but this is how it all is going. And it's getting there. Okay, next drywall, next, there's my coffee cup. It represents me. Okay, I'll make another movie later on. Okay, bye-bye. Alright, I finally have the spacers all done here, so I can put the drywall. I got some spaces over here, so the corners will be met, and that should work. And all I have to do is clean up in here. It's a mess, so I can get working on the drywall. Okay. Alright, here we are again now. After I got up that, and I got this piece of drywall up there, I noticed that, okay, I had a bow in this piece of drywall. But anyway, long story short, I had to add pieces on the joists to make them even across. It's something that you have to keep in mind that I didn't think of. Make sure joists are even across all the way so you won't have big problems when you're putting up your drywall. Anyway, lesson learned. Here we go. I'm going to finish today with these pieces here and get this ceiling all up. Okay, here we go. Bye-bye. Alright, Well, it's 3:45 on Monday afternoon, and I finally got the ceiling all closed up. Yeah, well, I got the drywall all on. The only problem I had was right here with this seam right here. I didn't realize that the joists were like waves on Lake Michigan over on this end of the house. So I had to do a lot of shivving on the bottom of the joist to bring everything up to level. But I guess this one little thing right here got all kinds of nail holes and shit. Not nail holes, but screw holes that it didn't work. But I taped it up, and that's funny. Okay, but anyway, for hanging the whole ceiling all by myself, absolutely no help. I mean, that looks pretty damn good, and I only have that one little screw up right there. And I got some other holes here, but this here, see this whole board right here, I had a problem with, and I didn't know what to do with it until I realized it was the joists, wavy joists. But anyway, everything else turned out pretty well. Now, the next part is right down. Let me zoom in, see where that plastic is, and that space between the ceiling and the wall is. I have to fill that up before I can do any taping. I have to cut some right here, the wall down to make it right. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good over there. It looks pretty good. So that is my next part of the project. To work on that wall. Maybe tomorrow I'll have that done. I'm going to start on it tonight. And maybe I'll have this taped, and by tomorrow I'll start getting tape. Okay. That's my report for today, what is it today? May 6th? Or 7th. Today's May 7th, 2012. Alright. There we are.